Hey guys, this is Eve with Scrapbooking with me, and today we're going to make some little treat bags. This is what we're going to do. It's trick or treat. It's got a little pumpkin on there of a couple of different colors, and I did this with, let me grab, I did this with the Arteza self-adhesive vinyl sheets. This is 42 sheets of different colors in here. Go ahead and open this one up. They sent me these for me to do a few Halloween things with, so I'm gonna work on those. But it's, as you see, it's got white, it's got black, it's got shine, it's got glossy and non-gloss, it's got a real pretty gold, green, silver, a shiny silver, brown, turquoise, ooh, love that. Another gold, a blue, yellow. Oh, it's just got tons in here, 42 different sheets. So you can see it's a lot. And all of them are 12 by 12. So you can get plenty of projects out of this pack. And I'm thinking this pack is on sale right now. I'm gonna leave a link below and you can go over it and check that. Sorry about my squeaking chair. Now, I went ahead and cut all of this out, but if you want me, and I'll insert a picture here. That was from my Cricut, where I laid everything out on the Cricut and cut it. And but if you want me to show you in detail how I did this, then just let me know, and I will show you how I set everything up on the Cricut. It's not hard at all. So we're going to cut this. We cut this out. This is just a little oval that I kind of stretched in some different ways because I wanted to get that little bit of backing in there, that little bit of different color in there to make it look like it was shaded. So I just put an oval back there and stretched it until it covered up these little marks in here. So what we're going to do first, we're gonna, and I used 3 different mats. You don't have to do that, but I did it because I like to cut everything fast. Now we're gonna put them on one of these little bags, and these are the little, let's see, they're the cotton drawstring bags. You get 12 in a pack, and I'm thinking they were like maybe $1 a piece, 75 cents a piece, something like that. I got them off of Amazon, and I'll leave that link below. And they are a good size. I was looking for something that was a pretty good size to use for Halloween. And these are, they're 8 by about 10, 8 by 10. So that's a good size. So I liked that because I can put lots of goodies in there for the kiddos at church, and that's what we was gonna do. Let's fill some of these up for those little kids at church. Now, they're already kind of smoothed out, good enough for me. I'm not gonna worry about smoothing them anymore. So what I'm gonna do is take this pumpkin off, and you can see I've got some transfer sheets that have been well used. But I kind of like them after they've been well used because to me, they're a little bit easier to work with. I use just I don't buy the transfer from Cricut or anything like that. I go to Walmart and get that shelf liner that's really inexpensive. If I can find that, I will link it too, but you can get a great big roll for a little bit of nothing. And that's what I use. I just grab that, and then I cut it down to the sizes that I need, and it lasts forever. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of layer this on here as best we can. Not gonna be perfect, but these little kids are not gonna care anyway. They're gonna want what's in it more than they're gonna want what is on the outside of the bag. Now, I had thought that I had ordered from them a heat transfer vinyl, but when I got it, it's not. So that's fine because it's going to work fine on these bags. But if you use some HTV on this, they would last forever and a day. but these are going to last long enough for these kids to get all that candy out of them anyway. Okay, I'm going to put it about right there. And then all I'm using is just a little Cricut squeegee-like thing to press it down on here. And these are really quick. They don't take a lot of time at all to make. Now, when you're starting to pull this up, it's very important that you kind of rock your transfer paper back and forth and don't just pull it all at once. Because if you pull it all at once, you're going to get tons and tons of bubbles. So what I do is I just kind of rock real carefully back and forth. I still may get a few little bubbles just because of the nature of this material, but hopefully I shouldn't get very many. And then as it comes off, I just go through and smooth it down with that. And if I see it's lifting anywhere, then I just press it back down like that. So if you just kind of rock back and forth, see I got a little bubble right there, but I think I can press him out just by pulling down here to the bottom. So we're going to go on and pull this off real carefully. Like I said, I rock it kind of back and forth until I get over to the end. And there we go. I just give it another little press. And if you have a little bubble like that that just will not come out and it's irritating you, just take a tiny little pin and I pop it in there and pop that bubble, and then it just flattens right out. And if you press across it enough, you can't even see that pin mark. So there we go. And then we've got this cut out. So let's see if we can lift this up. This gave me a little bit of a headache earlier today, so let's see if we can do this one. I'm doing quite a few of these, so I'm sorry I didn't have all of my lights on. That was not very nice of me. Okay, let's see if we can get some of these to lay down. These letters these letters just didn't want to cut for some reason, and I don't know why, because I may need to change my blade after cutting everything that I've cut for the last week or so. See, I think my blade is just dull because this is very, very thin. It should have cut really easy, and it didn't, so I'm thinking it's just my blade. So we're going to straighten these up just a little bit. I'm not going to worry about them being perfect because this is a homemade treat bag. So we'll just straighten them a tiny bit. Get all of those little pieces out of the center. I kind of like it when it's all cattywampus like that anyway. Now I went ahead and cut the stem again. I just used my tool for on my Cricut for slice, and I just sliced off the pumpkin and left the stem so that I could do the stem all over again, so that I could do it in brown. So we'll get the stem in brown. And then we are going to, there we go. We're going to take this piece and hopefully pull up all of these at one time. There we go. Got that. I am going to straighten that T up just a little bit more. And then we're just going to lay this right up here, and I put it kind of close to the pumpkin, so when we draw that top that you'll still be able to see everything. Okay, now I'm just going to take my squeegee and just press those down really, really well. There we go. That is it. Quick and easy. And if this does come off after Halloween, then they can use these little bags for something else. They're really nice bags, as you can see, and they have the little drawstring in the top of them. So that will be cute. All right, guys, that is it for today. I will leave the links below to the products that I used. And if you like this video and you want to see more about the Cricut and vinyl and that kind of thing, give us a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, and when that little bell pops up, click that little bell so that you'll be notified when we put up new videos. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.